You grew up knowing that your family had high cholesterol because it was talked about, because my dad's family pretty much all died before they were 50. His mother died at 42, his brother died at 47, his other brother died at 42 too. So you grew up knowing all this stuff. And so at 18, I had my cholesterol checked before I went to college, and I found out it was high. But you're young, you don't think of anything of it. So then after I had kids and was into my 20s, late 20s, decided to, try and be more aggressive about taking care of myself. So I started trying different medications, and nothing worked. They either didn't work or they made my body really sore. Any of the statins made my body sore. I just kept thinking I could control it with diet and exercise, but it never brought it down. So then when I was 50, I went in for all my annual checkups, and one of them was going to be a stress test. I basically failed my stress test. And so they called me and they said, we need you to come in and get a heart cath. They were pretty adamant about it. So I went in on Monday and did a heart cath, and on Tuesday I was having quadruple bypass. They got me in touch with Dr. Moriarty, and he's a lipids expert. I went and saw him, and the very first thing he did was tell me that to look up the Family Heart Foundation online. It's going to be your biggest supporter. It's going to be your biggest advocate. It's going to give you the most information. And he's the one that first introduced me to FH. I never had anybody put a name to it. So hearing that I had familial hypercholesterolemia and that it wasn't my fault, that I had high cholesterol, it was a relief. It was just like a relief, because you don't know what a burden that is. I wish people knew that basically if you find out you have high cholesterol, or it runs in your family, I would love for them to pursue that matter and not ignore it until something happens. And I would love for them to know that there's answers out there.